Warm welcome, children. Today we are going to learn the new chapter from your Grammar Chess textbook, and the name of the chapter is Subject and Predicate. In the last class we learned what a sentence is, right? A sentence, a group of words that makes complete sense. Right, children? So now we are going to learn a little bit more about a sentence, right? And the chapter, the third chapter from your Grammar Chess textbook, Subject and Predicate. Okay. Alright. So we learned what a sentence is. Now, a sentence actually has two parts. Right? What are they? Yes, a subject and a predicate. Now, just look at the sentence over here. Rahul likes playing football. Okay, it is a complete sentence. We understand that the boy Rahul likes playing football. Now, as you know, a sentence has two parts which comprises of the subject and the predicate. So over here, Rahul. Can we take Rahul as a subject in the sentence? Yes, Rahul is the subject of this sentence because this entire sentence tells you about Rahul. So we are talking about Rahul over here. So automatically Rahul becomes a subject of our sentence. Now, likes playing football. Likes playing football over here, we are taking it as a predicate. That means what about Rahul is being said becomes the predicate of that sentence. Alright. So Rahul is the subject of our sentence because our entire sentence we are speaking about Rahul. And what we are saying about Rahul becomes the predicate. That is, Rahul likes playing football is the predicate of this sentence. Okay, so a normal sentence that makes complete sense, and a sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate. Okay, the subject is what the sentence is about. What or whom we are speaking about becomes our subject. And the predicate would rather tell us more about the subject that we are speaking about. Okay, it gives us extra information about the subject. Okay, so they are the two parts of a sentence, subject and the predicate. The definition is given here. That is, a subject is a part of the sentence that tells us what or whom the sentence is about. Is the subject, and the part of the sentence that tells us something about the subject is the predicate of that sentence. The two important parts of a sentence. Okay. Now, in your textbook, page number 9, we have a sentence over there. The players are not tired. Okay, so just like this, the sentence, it's an entire sentence. The players are not tired. It makes complete sense. Now that sentence, the word players becomes a subject because the sentence is about players. And what about the players are we saying? It is said that they are not tired. So the remaining part of that sentence, are not tired, would become the predicate of that entire sentence. Okay, and some more examples are given there to understand the subject and the predicate. It is given in a box over there. On one side, subject is mentioned, and on the other side, predicates are mentioned. And the first one, I want all of you to just look into your textbooks. Subject over there is the boy, and predicate was chasing a cat. So subject, we are talking about the boy and what the boy was doing. The entire other part of the sentence would become the predicate. And what was he doing? Yes, he was chasing a cat. Similarly, Suraj is given as a subject in the second one, and is sleeping is a predicate. So what was he doing? Suraj is sleeping, which becomes again the predicate of the sentence. Then we have the toy car as a subject here, and was running on the track as a predicate. So the toy car was running on the track. So the subject in this sentence is the toy car, it's a thing. And what about the thing are we saying? We are saying that the toy car was running on the track. The next one, the helicopter is given as a subject. And what about the helicopter are we saying? Flew over the sea. So that is a predicate of that sentence. Okay, so basically the subject is what we are speaking about. What or whom our sentence is about will be the subject of that sentence. And what about the subject are we saying would become the predicate. Okay. Alright, now let's get into the exercise. Okay, so in your text, exercise A, circle the subject and underline the predicate in the following sentence. I hope you have understood what a subject and predicate is. And we can do the exercises. Circle the subject and underline the predicate. So the first one over here, the bird is flying. That is a sentence, a complete sentence. Now, which is the subject over here? Yes, the sentence is actually about the bird. So the bird becomes a subject. And what about the bird is said? The bird is flying. So the remaining part becomes the predicate of that sentence. Understood? And now let's look at the second one. Ram is an intelligent student. So here the sentence is about Ram. So automatically Ram is the subject of our sentence. And what about Ram is said? It is said that he is an intelligent student. So that remaining part of the sentence would be the predicate. Okay. And now the third one. Mary walks in the park. So this sentence is about a girl called Mary. So she is the subject. Mary is the subject of the sentence. Walks in the park tells you more about what she is doing or her activity. So that becomes the predicate of this sentence. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. You need to circle the subject and underline the predicate. And there are other sentences also which you are expected to do. Okay. Now let us see about the next one, next topic. Subjects in command. Now let us see what this is. I hope you have understood what a subject and a predicate of a sentence is. Now, what happens when subjects are in command? Just look at these two sentences. You can say that they are sentences. Come here, just two words here. Right? But we can take it as a sentence. Similarly, don't talk. But even though it appears to be like this, there is a subject over here. Since these are words that, group of words that express a command, right? Come here. Somebody is telling you to come here. So the subject should be implied. Even though the subject you is not mentioned over here, it is understood that it is you come here. Alright, because it is a command. So it means it's directed to someone. So you come here. Similarly, don't talk. For example, your teacher is telling you don't talk to the entire class. That means you don't talk. It should be understood that the subject is you. Alright? And don't talk is a command. So, when there are sentences that are related to commands or giving orders, the subject will always be you. It is implied, it is understood. Even though we don't mention it like that, it is understood that over here in sentences like come here and don't talk, you will be the subject of these sentences. Okay. Similarly, when subjects are in question, okay, when your sentence is a question, the subject will always come after the predicate. Normally what happens in normal sentences, subject would be in the beginning portion of the sentence. It comes before the predicate, right? First the subject and then remaining part the predicate. But when the sentence is a question, the subject would rather come after the predicate. Okay, so look, there's an example over here. Where is mother? It is a question, right? The sentence is an interrogative sentence. So where is mother is given here. So the this portion, the beginning portion, that is where is, becomes the predicate of the sentence. And obviously the sentence is about mother. Somebody is asking, where is mother? So in this sentence, mother is a subject, but the subject over here is after the predicate. Understood? The sentence is about mother. Nonetheless, since it's a subject in question, the subject will come after the predicate. Okay. Same way over here, who are you? You is the subject of the sentence and who are is the predicate. Okay. I hope you understood that. So in all commands, the subject is you, which is not mentioned in the sentence, but it is understood. That is what we spoke about earlier. Now when there is subject in question, the subject usually comes before the predicate. But in question, subject comes after the predicate. Understood? So over here, the subject comes after the predicate in sentences like this, which are interrogative sentences. Okay. So on page 11, you have exercise over there, exercise B. Circle the subject and underline the predicates in the following sentences. The first one, sit on that chair. That is a sentence, sit on that chair. So over here, again, sit on that would be the predicate, and chair, the sentence is about a chair. So the word chair becomes the subject. It is a subject, and sit on that is a predicate in that sentence. Okay. Then the next one, how are you? Okay, you is a subject over here and how are is a predicate. Third one, the picture is very beautiful. So here, which is the subject over here? Yes, the picture is a subject and the remaining part is very beautiful is a predicate of that sentence. Okay, similarly you have 10 sentences there which you are supposed to do as your homework. Okay, so you are expected to do the textual exercises. Now let's go to the next one, that is fill in the blanks with suitable subjects or predicates. Okay, so you are supposed to fill in wherever you are required to fill in a subject, you are supposed to do that, and where you need to put a predicate, you need to do that. So first one over here, the girl, and a dash is given there. So whatever you need, whatever you feel, you can write, but over here I have written the girl is beautiful. So the girl becomes a subject. So the entire sentence is about one girl, the girl. So that is a subject. Is beautiful tells you more about the girl, what kind of a girl she is. She is beautiful. So that is your predicate. Is beautiful is your predicate. Understood? So I hope you understood the first one. The girl is the subject and is beautiful is a predicate of that sentence. Now the second one. The sun, I wrote, shines brightly. Okay, the sun and a dash is given there. You can write shines brightly. The sun is the subject. The sentence is about the sun. And that becomes, sun becomes the subject. Shines brightly is a predicate over here. Okay, now let's go on to the next one. Dash is my favorite book. So we are giving the subject in this sentence. The first two sentences we wrote the predicate. And in the third one we are going to write the subject. Any book which you like, you can write. Oh yeah, I wrote Harry Potter is my favorite book. So the subject Harry Potter you have to fill in. You can fill in whichever book you like. Okay. Similarly, you have many sentences there, 10 sentences in which you have to write whichever is missing, the subject or the predicate. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. A sentence, again as you know what a sentence is, a group of words that makes complete sense, and our sentence, whichever sentence would be having two parts, subject and the predicate, right? A sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate, right? What or whom we speak about in a sentence would be our subject. So what or whom our sentence is about is the subject, and what we speak about the subject would become the predicate in the sentence. Right? What we speak about it, or what extra we are speaking about the subject would become the predicate in the sentence. Okay, and in commands the subject is you, which is not mentioned but implied, right? When the subject is in command, you would, it is understood that we have to include you, but it is not written like that. So it is understood but not implied, okay? Now in questions and exclamatory sentences, predicates usually come before the subject, okay? So children, I want you to do all the exercises of this chapter, and I hope you have understood the lesson subject and predicate, okay? We'll meet in the next class, children. Thank you.